The future sports stars of tomorrow are active right now in some capacity in the sport they love. You don't have to look too far to notice real natural talent. With other young athletes, they'll develop into their sport a tad bit later. But one thing all these young athletes start out with is a clean slate. They're 100% clean of any unnatural or illegal substance that they may take to help further develop or enhance their chances of succeeding. Which brings us to Huntington Beach, California, for a 100% clean MMA seminar for kids. This special event took place at the Ultimate Training Center in Surf City, USA, and was organized by 100% Clean. 100% Clean embodies lifestyle choices essential toward achieving athletic goals without the use of illegal or performance-enhancing drugs. So why the sport of MMA in kids? MMA is the fastest growing sport in the world, and Paradigm Management sought out one of the legends in the sport that embodies everything that is 100% clean. The kids on hand were honored to have Chris Lights Out Lytle as their instructor. That's like having Derek Jeter stop by your Little League practice for the day. Chris has seen the dangers of illegal performance-enhancing drugs, and he knows all too well that it's never too early for kids to learn about the dangers of going down that path.
You know, a lot of people, and I hate to say it like this, but a lot of people, it's too late for them. I mean, once people go down a certain path and you're involved with it, it's hard to get out of it. You know, once you start taking testosterone, your body quits producing it near as much. Now you kind of have to take it. So there's a lot of different things you can do and a lot of different damage you can do to your body.
That's why it's so important to start at this level with the kids. Chris is a father and knows once the negative process starts, it's an uphill battle.
Once you're already going down that path, it's more difficult. So I just want to start with a new group of people who might be fighting, ingrain that into their head. You have to start early, and when you're a young guy, whatever your mind is thinking what is right and what is normal, that's going to be a long-term effect. So I'm trying to get in there and start this problem before it starts. Like I'm saying, once you get in there, once it starts going down that path, very difficult to stop.
So the obvious method to derail it is to never start in the first place. And that is the message 100% Clean is getting out. A great concept that should be embraced.
Well, 100% Clean it's a message that we're trying to bring to amateur athletics to carry on as this generation moves forward in their athletic ability. There's a lot of role model athletes out there, and it seems like every month we're hearing of another one who is what we call cheating. And those role models, these kids look up to these role models and they want to be that athlete. They want to, imitate that athlete. They want to be that athlete. So what we want to do is we want to let kids know that you can reach those goals, you can play at those higher levels, and you don't have to cheat. Use hard work, good ethics. You just can't replace that.
That's certainly a great message, and you can't replace all the fun that these lucky kids had at this event. They were taught by one of the biggest names in the sport of MMA. And for some, this was the first introduction into a sport like this. And bringing 100% Clean and Chris Lytle together to the HB Training Center was president and founder of Paradigm Sports Management, Audie Attar.
It's been a pleasure to put this event on, and with such a wonderful sponsor in 100% Clean Athletics, representing just what sports should embody, which is just hard work, dedication, and discipline, and no easy way out, no shortcuts. And we represent athletes in the NFL, Major League Baseball, and mixed martial arts. And Chris Lytle is one of our clients who's retired now, but for what Chris did in the sport, he did it the right way. With what's going on and all the talk about testosterone replacement therapy and the things of that nature in terms of, does it really create a competitive advantage? Is it right? He wanted to really speak out, and so he said, hey, I want to do a seminar, let's schedule something. And it was really easy. Sometimes the best events, the most organic events, if you will, just come together, and that's exactly how this took place.
Yes, it was a magical day in Huntington Beach as the kids converged on Joe Martin, thanking him for all that he did. And Chris Lights Out Lytle left us all with some wisdom.
I'm focusing on trying to teach young people the right path to take, and exactly why. I mean, I'm not saying this because I'm a brilliant guy or because I foresaw this type of problem, but I've seen it happen, and I'm trying to let people learn from my experience and what kind of person am I if I don't pass forth the knowledge that I've gained.
Great advice by a true champion. Remember, stay 100% clean. Frame Sports TV, I'm Paul Higgins. Thanks for watching.